Now, whether you're working with consumer video from AVC HD camcorders or professional video formats like Sony Red 1, Panasonic P2, or even video from a DSLR like the Canon 5D series, your video is being stored as media files on a hard drive or on some sort of data or storage card inside the camcorder or camera. So rather than being captured in real time the way tape-based video is, these video files are essentially downloaded as whole media files from the camcorder to your computer and into your project. And let's take a look at the process of how that's done here in Vegas Pro. Now, a lot of people will take these cards, like an SD card, out of their camcorder and stick them in their computer and use the Windows Explorer to just kind of drag the files. You can do that. That's one way, of course, to get the files copied over from the storage into your computer. But I recommend using the Device Explorer in Vegas. That way, you can be sure that the entire workflow is speaking the same language. It's all speaking the Vegas language. And it also simplifies the process because it brings all the video, not just onto your computer, but into your project in a single move. I'll show you where that's at. If you just go into the View menu here in Vegas and select Device Explorer. Now, I have a camcorder plugged into my computer. Now, I've got an AVC HD camcorder. It's plugged in via USB, and I've set up the camcorder so that it will interface with the computer. Now it's as simple as just telling the program to find the video that's on there and for me to select that video and copy it to my computer. So if I select my Device Explorer, and you can see that it will list all of the devices that are hooked up by USB. In this case, I only had the one device. If you're not seeing anything in there, just go ahead and click on that device. And you see that it shows me all of the clips, all of the video files that are on my camcorder's storage media. In this particular case, I have an SD card in there. You may be using, if you're using a professional format, say Panasonic P2 or Red 1, you may be using a card or some other form of storage media. But this will show you what's actually on the camcorder. So the program now is talking to the camcorder. I can preview any one of these clips and see what they look like and decide whether or not I actually want to bring them into the program. So for instance, if I can select this clip and I press this play button up here, I can actually play the clip and preview it and see if it's a keeper or not. I can select as many or as few of the clips as I want here. So for instance, I can hold down the Shift key and select one and then the last in a series, and it will select all of them. Or of course, I could use the Control key. If I hold that down, I can select one at a time and only select the clips that I want to bring in. Now, before I bring them in, I can choose where on my computer they're stored. If I select the Device Properties button, you see that there's a default area where it goes in. It goes automatically into your Documents folder in Windows 7 or 8, and it goes into your Imported Media folder. You can browse and, of course, select any place on your computer you'd like your files to go. So, for instance, if you've got a second hard drive where your project files are on your second hard drive, you'll want to, of course, direct all your media files over to that particular project folder, too. The option to do that is as simple as clicking the Browse button. So I'm just going to let it go to its default area here on my C drive. And I'm going to select these two clips, and then I simply click on the Import Selected Clips button. There they go. They're there. Not only are they added to my computer, they're also simultaneously added to my project, and you can see them there in the upper left-hand corner in my project media panel. So I'll close my Device Explorer now. And of course, when I add the first clip to the timeline, the program is going to ask me, do you want me to change the project properties to match that clip? And of course, the answer is yes. I'll just drag that down there. There's my automatic setup, and we are good to go. We have our video files off of our AVC HD or off of our storage camcorder. Our project is set up now automatically to match those media properties, and we can start editing our video. So when you're working with a camcorder in which the video files are stored on the device rather than on a tape or a disk medium, you download or import the video from the camcorder over a USB connection to your computer. We'll import them then as whole files, and a complete scene comes in as a block of video data rather than selecting portions of it and having them record in real time the way you would tape-based media.